The 1911 is such an ergonomically pleasing platform. It points naturally. It's almost an extension of your hand that operates automatically. It's like pointing your finger. It just goes to where your target is.
That gun is probably the perfect combat weapon. And it's just, it's reliable. You know, you have a big caliber that you can control. It's just amazing that that thing came out in 1911.
The 1911 is probably the finest pistol ever designed by man. It's proven itself time and time again in battle.
The 1911 pistol was designed to work in the worst environmental conditions you could think of because they were standing in urine and water and mud up to their knees for days. Can you imagine what that gun was like once you dropped it in that slop? The 1911 pistol, when it was first introduced, is the one that excelled in those conditions.
While we think of the 1911's role in the First and Second World Wars, the gun actually saw battle for the first time in 1916, after Mexican revolutionary Pancho Villa dared cross the border to attack, loot, and burn Columbus, New Mexico. President Woodrow Wilson sent the 1911-wielding General Blackjack Pershing into Mexico to capture the bandito, but Villa escaped.
My grandfather, he was a brand new second lieutenant in the New Mexico National Guard in 1915. And my granddaddy was issued a 1911 pistol and a horse. And Blackjack Pershing was a brigadier general. Well, as you know, in 1915, Pancho Villa came across the border and burned Columbus, New Mexico. So they federalized the New Mexico National Guard, and here goes my granddaddy in his 1911 on his cavalry horse with Blackjack Pershing. And then he stayed in, and he fought in the Banana Wars throughout. And then he served in World War II, and then he served in the Korean War, and he still had a 1911 pistol. And he retired in 1955, 40-year service, and he still had a 1911 pistol. But he was flying in a jet airplane.
The initial plans for the development of that semi-automatic action occurred before the turn of the century. Think of it this way. When John Browning first sat down and designed that gun, two brothers in Dayton, Ohio were still selling bicycles at a shop. Wright brothers went from bicycles to airplanes. The space age happened in between. That gun stayed the same.
To watch this entire episode on Outdoor Channel, contact your TV provider today.